It's a bonus Saturday live. We're going to be shipping today. 10 total orders going out the door from the last 24 hours. eBay, Poshmark. Yeah, that's it. eBay and Poshmark. So we'll ship out those orders. We'll walk through the whole process and I'll show you everything that's sold. We'll talk about the prices and profits and how to ship and all that stuff. Of course, I want to hear about your sales too. How is business? What are you finding? Let's get going on Instagram here. We are live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And as always, you can catch these recordings as soon as this live's over on Facebook or on YouTube. You can watch the recording. And if you are watching the recording, welcome. Let me know down below, right? Ship in the chat if you're watching the recording on YouTube or Facebook. Whether you're watching live or you're watching this recording, good to have you. Happy Saturday. Let me know what's going on in your hood. Hey, Brian, how are you? Good to see you. What's going on in your hood? Let's get a quick roundabout. There's not many people in yet. They're still loading in. So maybe we'll wait for that roundabout. But I'll give you a chance. Are we shipping eBay or Poshmark first? You're the boss for just a few seconds here. eBay or Poshmark, first person to drop eBay or Poshmark down below in the chat. That's what we'll get started on. 10 total orders. And I cheated on y'all. I actually already packed up one. I wasn't intending to go live today. It's kind of a bonus live on a Saturday, but I've packed up the first order and I'm like, why don't I go live and do the other 9 orders? So one's done, 9 more to go. We got a vote. What's up, Laura? We got a vote for eBay from Sale Shed. What's up, Sheddy? Good morning, Crazy Mela. Say hello in the chat. It's okay. You can say hello. Quick roundabout. Are you working today or playing? Work or play, right? W for work, P for play. You get it down below. If you're doing both, you can put both, WP. Let me know down below in the chat. It's Saturday. It's the weekend. You're supposed to be playing a little bit. So let me know. W or P down below in the chat. Work or play. We're going to get going with eBay. Brianne says, busy day, headed home from Disney. We had the most magical week. That's awesome. That's great. I'm guessing Disney, the Orlando version of Disney. That's awesome. How many days were you there? Where did you stay? We need to know those details. Sales Shed says fixing the car. Laura is playing. Love to hear that. Welcome, welcome. Play all day, Brianne. No messing around over there. None of this work stuff. All right, we got eBay going out the door first. eBay's 5 orders. Poshmark is 5 orders. So even Steven, we'll get going. I got to print out these shipping labels. How about that? That'll help. Welcome in, welcome in. It's Saturday. Bonus live. Don't worry, I'll go live again on Monday per usual. That's been the usual routine. Our first order is going out to Miranda. All these are items that I bought at retail stores on clearance, or I bought them at thrift stores or garage sales, and we're flipping them online. So we got Miranda. Brand new pair of Eddie Bauer First Ascent pants. Let me show you these. I found these at a thrift store. I think they had them priced up at like $12, but they're brand new in the tags. The Eddie Bauer First Ascent. I don't know if you can see the First Ascent logo anywhere on here. Yeah, I guess you can see it on this tag. Not all Eddie Bauer is worth picking up to flip, but you can see at the top of the tag right there, it says First Ascent. That's like their hiking outdoor line. That's like their higher end stuff. It's more expensive. I do pick up a lot of First Ascent stuff. Again, this is brand new in the tags. I think I paid $12 for it. It was last Thursday. I know it was last Thursday because it was at the Thursday thrift store in Hendersonville. They're only open Thursdays from 9 until 2. So I picked this up last Thursday. I just listed it like 3 days ago, and it sold for a best offer of $30.60. We'll get this shipped out on eBay, 9x12 poly bag, ground advantage, shipping labels, $5.62. The buyer paid $8.95 shipping on this. So they were all in for, what did I say, $30.60 plus $8.95. So they're all in for like $39 and change on this one. Thanks, Miranda. Appreciate you. Handwritten thank you card for everybody. Welcome in. If you're joining for the first time, good to have you. Welcome aboard. I've been running this business out of our house, and actually this is the 3rd house that we ran this business out of. Been doing this for, gosh, it's almost 6 years. It'll be 6 years in July next month. Wow. So we got an anniversary coming up. And I've been full-time doing this for 3.5 years. It started as a side hustle, kind of turned into a part-time job while I was working full-time. Quit the full-time gig 3.5 years ago. Now just sell stuff all online. And love it. Like working out of the house. No boss. It's fun. Play all day. We stayed from Saturday to Saturday in Orlando for Walt Disney World. We stayed at the Sheraton Vistana Valajes. That sounds fancy. And explored all 4 parks. Wow, you were busy. Get to all 4 parks. Greetings from Tampa. I'll be down in Tampa in just a few weeks. Hola, welcome in. I used to live in Tampa. You might know that. I live in Newport Richey. I lived there for 2 years before I moved back up here to Asheville. That was the second place we ran this business out of. All right, we got a Nike Airspan 2. I think this is the last pair in this colorway. Might be the last pair altogether. Brand new, no box condition. Really nice shoe. It's got that like suede look to it. These sold for a best offer of $57. We'll get these shipped out. These are going to go in a 14 by 10 by 6 box right here. I get these from staples.com. If you have any questions about shipping or flipping or eBay or Poshmark, let me know. If I don't know the answer, there's probably somebody in the chat that knows the answer. Welcome in, welcome in. Mazda John's in the house. What's up, Mazda John? Hey. Yes. What? I'll call you right back. I got to check the freezer for ground beef. 1 second. It's the beauty of working from home, I guess. Or the curse, I'm not sure. 1 pack of ground beef in the freezer. Okay, bye. Kim's at the grocery store. I was the only one who got those phone calls. Yeah, usually I try to ignore phone calls when I'm live, but when the boss calls, it's a different story. Let's get some packing paper. Got some fun sales for you today. A good mix of brand new with tag stuff, retail arbitrage, and some thrifted items. This is obviously like retail arbitrage. What did I say these sold for? $57 plus the buyer paid $9.95 shipping on these. Like a glove. Nice and well protected. These are going to Mark. Mark's in Manassas, Virginia. Got a pair of Airspans coming your way. What is up? What is up? Just doing some work on a Saturday. Mark, welcome in, welcome in. You got eBay orders, Poshmark orders. Thank you, Mark. Out the door. Next up is Raymond, another pair of shoes. This was a retail pickup right here. I got 3 pairs of these, same size. This is the second pair to go, or second one going out the door. You can see where I grabbed them. The tag's right on there. New Balance. This is a 840 V5. It's a size 13 too. These sold on a best offer $62.10. We're going to use that same box. One of these 14 by 10 by 6. Welcome in, welcome in. How's your day going? Nope. I haven't heard one person talk about their sales yet. I want to hear what's going on with your sales. What's going out the door? I know today's Saturday, big garage sale day. Anybody find anything cool? These are going out to Raymond in Pekin, Indiana. Thanks, Raymond. Found an adult pair of Oshkosh overalls. Posted while in thrift, sold in 10 minutes before I get to the car. I don't think I've ever posted anything while I was in the thrift store. Like, you took pictures of it and everything? That's pretty crazy. That's awesome. Great sale. Were they modern or are these like vintage Oshkosh? Well, celebrating mom's 80th birthday, getting house ready. No time for listings and no sales. No worries. That's a big event. 80th birthday. Let's go. Happy birthday to Ola's mom. That's exciting. And it's happening at your house? What are you doing, like a barbecue or cooking? Or yeah, we need to know more about this party. Phyllis is in Indiana. That's awesome. Are you near Pekin, Indiana? Pekin? I never heard of that one before. Pekin, Indiana. Out the door. I think that's our last pair of shoes for the day. The rest is going to be all clothing. Next up, brand new with tags, retail arbitrage. G4. I just picked this up on, let me think. Today's Saturday. I picked this up on Thursday, so 2 days ago. And it's a size 3XL G4. There's the logo, the brand right there. 3XL, sold for full asking price $64. I paid $29. It sold for $64. It's going to go on a 9x12 poly mailer. Retail price on this is $120. So John, you got a great deal. This is going to Cornelius, North Carolina. Not going far at all. Pekin? That's how you spell. That's how you say it. It's got one E. Where in the world do you pronounce one E? I believe that you're right, Phyllis. But isn't that weird though? Why would you pronounce something Pekin and you would pronounce that Pekin? Not too far, closer to Louisville. Gotcha. Why would you pronounce it that way? These people that name the town don't like English. Thank you, John. We're saying Cornelius, right? I know that much. Thank you for the pronunciation update. We got Stacy in Sonoita. I might not have said that one right. Sonoita, Arizona. That's appropriate because this is like a Western Pearl Snap Lucky brand. I don't pick up a lot of Lucky brand. You saw me ship one out last week too. I'm probably like out of stock of Lucky brand shirts now. I picked up these two just about a month ago and they've both already sold. I picked this one up because it's a Western Pearl Snap and it's kind of got like a nice intricate little pattern there. You can kind of see it right there. Didn't sell for a ton, sold for $17 plus $5.95 shipping. I paid $5 at a thrift store. I knew it would sell pretty quick. It's also a good size extra large. So I had a feeling I'd get this out the door quick. Some of these like mediocre brands, if you pick you pick the best stuff from those brands, you can actually flip those items. I wouldn't recommend picking up a ton of Lucky brand, but if you know what you're looking for. The other one was the denim shirt, if you were wondering. That's why I picked that one up. Going to Stacy out in Arizona. Appropriate Western shirt connection right there. Pics and photo room from inside the store. Modern. What brand was right? Nice. Photo room app. That's awesome. Just photo roomed it right there in the freaking. I've never done that before. Maybe I should try that at some point. Come on over. A lot of food and friends and at least 14 people. Games and Sparkles. If you know Newport Richie, you must know Palm Harbor. That's where I am. Nice. I appreciate the invite. I think I might be a little late. Yes, I know exactly where Palm Harbor is. Right down the street from Newport Richie. We used to, on occasion, go to that like little downtown Palm Harbor area. Don't ask me like the names of some of those restaurants that were right there, but we used to go hang out. There was like places that had some nice like indoor outdoor spots. Simple Joyce Farm, what's up? How are you? Thank you for the compliment. I think that's a compliment. I don't know. Let's switch over. Let's do some Poshmark. We got 4 more Poshmark orders. I cheated. I already shipped out one of the Poshmark orders before I went live. I didn't know I was going to go live. It was just kind of like, hey, let's do it. Let's do it. What a nice invitation. I hope you have a great 80th birthday party. I hope your mom really enjoys it. That's really cool. And actually, the cheating didn't really matter too much because I sold 2 of the same exact shirt, same size. So the one I packed up is the same exact one as this, just going to a different buyer. Bad Birdie, you've probably seen, I've been selling a ton of these. I bought a whole mess of these back in January, and I pretty much sell like 1 or 2 of them almost every day lately. It feels like the sales of these have really picked up in the last few weeks. So 2 of them going out the door today. Bad Birdie. This one's called the Ricky Rose. You can see the MSRP is $78 on this. This sold for a best offer of $35. So a person's getting a good deal on this. I paid about $11 or $12 clearance retail on that one. And that Ricky Rose is going out to Bailey. Thanks, Bailey. Where you at, Bailey? Boise, Idaho for this one. Where did I put those? Here we go. Here's a question about snap shirts. Are all the different colors of snap shirts called pearl? Yeah, I use the keyword pearl snap for any color snap, unless it's like a metal snap. But you know what I mean. If it's got that like kind of pearl finish to it, I use the term pearl snap for all of those, regardless of color. Bailey, where did I put your thank you card? Good question. Remember that time I had her thank you? Oh, here it is. Good question. All right, 1 Poshmark out the door, 3 more to go, a total of 10 orders in the last 24 hours, a solid day. It's about what we've been averaging, about 9.5 sales a day so far for June. So 10 is pretty solid average, I'll take it. All right, coffee break. Thanks, I hadn't listed one in a while, but had a few, couldn't remember. Senior moment, no worries, no worries. And sometimes, like there's a difference between like, what is it technically called and what is the keyword that people are going to search for, right? So you're selling to a mass audience on eBay or Poshmark. So you want to use keywords that people are going to use when they're searching. So sometimes it's not about like being exactly right with these things. It's about putting in the right words that's going to help the buyer find an item that they're probably going to like, right? So I use Pearl Snap for all of those. If you're wondering, I'm drinking iced. It's a blend. I've used the Black Mountain Dark Roast is 75%. And then this the Spring Light Roast, the peak season, is the other 25%. So ground this up, made that coffee in the French press, and then put it in the fridge overnight. And then added a little bit of oat milk this morning, some ice. Let's go. I love blending the coffees. It's pretty fun. What's up, Missy Carver? What's up? Oh, and by the way, shoot, I just thought about this. So just Thursday, this is actually a big announcement. I can't even believe I didn't say this in the beginning. I totally forgot about this. So just launched the summer light roast. So peak season is now switched over to summer, which is super exciting. So this is going to be an awesome coffee. This coffee is from Bolivia, and it's going to have tasting notes, like a little bit of caramel, a little bit of creamy vanilla. It's going to be a very different cup of coffee than what the spring light roast was. The summer light roast peak season is here. It was just roasted for the first time Thursday. And yeah, it's delicious. If you want to check it out, you can go to chris@peak.com. The website probably still says, yeah, it definitely says spring light roast, but I will be shipping the summer light roast if you order it from here on out. Hot off the press, just roasted on Thursday. I haven't shipped a single bag out yet, so you could be the first one to get the spring light roast. Again, tasting notes, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of creamy vanilla. But remember, this is like fair trade organic coffee. It's not flavored coffee. It is the best. It's from Bolivia. If you had the summer light roast last year, we launched peak season during the summer season in August. So at the very end of the summer season. So we sold this coffee for like 3 or 4 weeks before we switched over to the fall peak season. So some of you might have already tried this coffee, but it would have been last August, and it was delicious. It was delicious. So check it out, chris@peak.com if you want to get yourself a bag. If you don't, I get it too. That just means more for me. High on my own supply. Bolivia, delicious. Great cigars from there too. Yes, 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 and yes. That's right, John. Found a Peter Millar blazer, linen wool blend. Also a suit supply, wool, linen wool suit. Comps look great for both. You're going to make a lot of money on those two pieces. Nice Missy Carver. Those are peak finds right there. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for all the time. I love those finds. That's great. Good for you, Missy Carver. Hope you're doing well. You're obviously picking well. That's awesome. Yes, yum, Phyllis. Yum, yum, yum. Thanks for letting me talk a little bit about the coffee. You know I love the coffee business. You know I love drinking coffee. I love talking to y'all about coffee. I like answering questions about coffee. I can like coffee and reselling, right? That's allowed. I also like the Celtics. Big win for the Celtics. What was that? 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago. Big win for the Celtics. So excited for the finals. Let's go Celtics. All right. Next up, we got Maria. Let me know if you want to talk more about coffee. I'm happy to talk more about coffee. Excited about the new summer light roast for sure. I haven't actually even opened a bag for myself yet. Maria, what did you get, Maria? Johnny O Polo. Nope. Maria got some Good American pants. That's what she got. Here's a brand that you ladies probably know all about. Good American right there. Pair of jeans. It's a used pair of Good Americans sold for $35. I think that was my full asking price. $35 for a pair of Good American jeans, size 1432. These are going Poshmark, so we're going to put them in a Tyvek envelope like this. You can ship in Poshmark in any vessel that you choose, but I use these free Tyvek envelopes. USPS priority, free at USPS.com. I feel like I should be sponsored by USPS. We don't trust government adhesive though, so we got to add a little tape to this. The adhesive on these bags is laughably bad. Thanks, Maria. Nice pair of jeans here for you. Missy, let me know when you sell that suit supply linen wool suit. I want to hear what it finally sells for. If you think about it, I would. If you sent me a message, I would be really interested to know what that sells for. I know it's going to be a big number. All right, next up is another Lucky brand. How about that? 2 Lucky brand in one day. This is going out to Samuel. This is a pair of jeans. Big size here, size 42-34, and it's the 181 relaxed fit Lucky brand jeans. They aren't vintage, they are modern. I do pick these up when I find them up. We'll find them for like $5 or less, and they're in good condition, especially when they're in bigger sizes. So $23 is what this sold for. Buyer paid shipping on this. I'm actually going to use I guess I'm not going to. I was going to say I was going to use a padded flat rate, but I don't have any in here. I got to go get them in the garage. But Samuel, nice buy here, $23. Pair of Lucky brand jeans. Nice dark wash color. I paid $5 for these at a thrift store. All my thrifts locally or the Goodwills locally are flat rate $5 for jeans and shirts. If I had to pay like more, like I know some thrift stores are more like $10 for jeans or $10 for shirt, I'm not going to pick up Lucky brand jeans for $10 if they're used. It's just too much. But for $5, I'll pick them. Not the fastest seller. They kind of sell about like Levi's do. I put them in the same category. Hello from Georgia. What's up, Ben? Beautiful. Welcome in. Thank you, Missy. I appreciate it. My husband found a pair of boots he was going to list, but they fit my son perfect. Nice. He found a table saw, some very nice steak knives, which we are gifting to. Nice. But they would have done well on eBay. Nice. Was this garage sale finds or is this thrift store finds? Nice. I love it. Thanks for sharing your finds and flips. I love hearing about your sales and your finds. I'll show you mine. Love hearing about yours too. Our last order is going out to Steven. Last order to Steven. And remember, if you do order coffee during the live at chris@peak.com, I will ship it out during the live with a big dose of gratitude, but no pressure. Some of you like tea, and that's cool too. Steven. What did Steven get? Johnny O. Brand new with tags, Johnny O Polo. You can see the MSRP on this is $98. And I'll show you the logo in case you're not familiar with Johnny O. There it is, Johnny O. Size medium, sold for $44. So buyer got a nice deal from this. I don't remember what I paid for this, if I'm being 100% honest. I just don't remember. But sold for $44. Buyer's paying shipping on this. I don't even remember buying this. I have no idea where it came from. My senses tell me that maybe this took a little while to sell. If it was a recent pickup, I'd probably remember it. Johnny O don't sell quite like it used to. It used to be a quicker sale and a little bit higher prices for the resale, but that has changed a bit, I'd say, over the past year. That happens. We often see that with brands. Once the brand kind of really blows up and gets a lot of distribution, we often see that once they become easier for people to find at stores, and they become like available at discount stores, that sort of thing, you can find them on clearance. Then you start to see the resale value of those items start to tank, both new and used. It'll happen. I feel like that's happened with Johnny O. It's just become a bigger brand, bigger distribution. It happens. Steven's in Granite Falls, North Carolina. We had 2 North Carolina orders today. How about it? Going to some fellow North Carolinians. Thank you, Steven. That'll get to you real quick. Priority going within the state. That'll go out today. Might get that Monday, would be my guess. How much would you buy for new? How much would you pay for new Lucky Brand jeans? The best way to answer that question, Ola, is to comp the individual model, right? So if I was looking at, when you're talking about like retail arbitrage, it's really important that you comp that specific model, particularly with jeans, because you're going to see a big fluctuation in price from like one model to the next model. You might see that there's a terrible sell-through rate for one model versus the other model. So it'd be difficult for me to answer that question. Retail arbitrage requires, I would say, a little bit more research. Like I don't look up Lucky Brand jeans used when I'm finding them for $5 at the thrift store. I don't care what model they are, because for $5, they're going to sell somewhere in the $20 range. And so for me, I can make that statement. For $5, I pick up all Lucky Brand jeans, all models, sizes, whatever, as long as they're $5 or less at the thrift store. But when you start talking about new with tag stuff and retail arbitrage, it's a trickier game. You got to research that particular model and decide what the value is for that. So I wouldn't want to give you a misleading answer there. Do you sell? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, Prada. I don't know what that is, but thanks for asking. Maybe you can explain what that is. All right, y'all, that's all I got for you today. Let's just double check and see if any offers landed or new sales came in. I gotta check one thing. Nope, we got nothing. So that's it. Y'all, have a great freaking weekend. I hope you find some cool stuff. Jessica found some cool stuff. I have 4 pairs of 2XL Chubbies swim trunks bought for $5 each. Should I bundle them together or sell separately? I have 4 pairs of Chubbies 2XL swim trunks. So swim trunks is one of those things. You want to get those out the door pretty quickly here. Swim trunks are one of those things that's got like a really, really short season. So when you think about like the summer season items, right? A polo shirt is going to have a really long summer like sales season. You're talking about March through even really September, October. You can have really good polo sales, like short sleeve polo shirts. But when you start talking about tank tops and swim trunks, that's like a really narrow season. So I want to get those out the door ASAP. So I'd be thinking about what can I do to sell those things faster, maybe bundling them. Yeah, I mean, if they're the same model, same size, you could bundle them. If they're kind of two similar like patterns, If one's stripes and one's like all over sun patterns, like something like really bold like that, that might appeal to two very different customers, I might not bundle them. But to me, anything that can get those things moving a little faster. And to me, a bundling an item. So say those are, say the market value for those is $25. I don't know what it is right now, but new tags, swim trunks, chubbies, say they're 25 bucks. And that's what the market value is. That's the average, like recent sale price. I'd probably bundle those two for like 48 bucks, right? And accept offers and sell them as a bundle. And you'll have a higher sell-through rate because somebody will look and they'll be like, well, I can buy two different pairs from two different people and pay shipping on both of them, or I can buy this bundle, get a little bit of a discount on it. And you'll be one of the only people that has a bundle of two. Does that make sense? So that's a great way of expediting your sales, particularly with something like that, where you have a really short window. Once we get through, even another month, you're probably done. You're going to see swim trunk sales really, really slow down, and they don't really even pick up until you get into like that May time period. So they slowly pick up, but not like polo shirts. Very narrow season. So might be a good idea to bundle. Oh, you said 4 pairs. Gotcha. I don't know if I would do all 4 pair. Who needs 4 pairs of swim trunks? I might do like I don't know, a bundle of 3 and then sell one individually, or do 2 bundles of 2, something like that. Sorry, I misread it at the first time. I thought you said 2, but it's 4. Hope that helps. Chubby would sell well one at a time. Yeah, I mean, either way, I don't think you can make a bad decision there. It's a great brand. It's in demand. And right now is the season where people are buying, swim trunks. Everyone just get out of school, especially in the northern part of the country. A lot of people just open their pools. So I grew up in New Hampshire. So you didn't even really consider opening your pool in New Hampshire until Memorial Day. That's like when you'd first consider it. But oftentimes the weather had been so cool up until that point that maybe you wouldn't open it till, say, this weekend. It's June the 8th, right? A lot of people are probably opening their pools in the north right now, and maybe even next weekend, right? So this is the time where people are buying all that stuff. Kids are just getting out of school across a lot of the country. In fact, they're probably still in school up in New Hampshire, right? So this is like when people are thinking about buying that stuff going on vacation. So it's a pretty narrow season for swim trunks. Get them going right now if you can get them going. Frenchie's in the house. How's the weather out there in Paris, brother? Thanks for popping in. Always good to see you on here, or see your little picture and your name in the corner there. 65 degrees and rain in Wisconsin. Yeah, that sounds like Wisconsin weather. Hey, Barbara, how are you? Thanks for popping in. What's the weather here today? I think it's going to be warm. We had cool weather. Yesterday we went to a local brewery, Appalachian Mountain Brewing, down the street after Kim got out of work last night, and we were there watching some live music, and the sun went down. As soon as the sun went down, it got chilly. Let's see. It's 79 degrees today, and we're going to get to a high of 83. But man, I love that mountain weather when you can have a high. Like yesterday, the high was probably like mid or upper 70s, and then like as soon as that sun goes down, it's like, ooh, it's chilly. I love that. Got to put on a hoodie or a flannel or something like that. 5.5 months till December, says Mazda John. Thank you. Thank you for the math there. That's awesome. Are you counting down? Is your birthday in December? What are you excited about, Mazda John? I'm probably late, but hey, Candy, how are you? Welcome in. It's good to have you. What did I miss? I sold a pair of Travis Matthew shorts 3 days in a row this week. Really? That's awesome. I got a bunch of Travis Matthew shorts that I can't give away right now. So maybe you got the magic touch. Or were they new or used? And what was your price, Frenchie? Maybe my price is off. I got to adjust it. They've been selling slow for me. I got a bunch of them. 78 high and 85 humid. Gotcha. Thank you for the weather update. I always appreciate that, hearing that from you. All right, I'm outish of coffee, and I'm out of orders to ship out. So I'm going to peace out, y'all. Wishing y'all a great rest of the weekend, whatever you're doing, if you're working or playing. Hope you have some great sales. If you're out and about sourcing and looking for stuff, I hope you find some cool stuff. And maybe you find something that you've never found before. You took the extra time to look that thing up, and you turned out that you found something great. You found a bolo, and I can't wait to hear about it. I'll go live again on Monday. We'll ship out the rest of the weekend orders. And until then, take care. Peace. Cold weather, Mazda John. I feel you. I'm a kind of a cold weather, not too cold, but I like the cooler weather myself. Go Celtics. Peace.